Welcome back to another video from Cracked Housing Fab. Today we're going to get all the plumbing set up for Not So Simplicity. We're going to get the new exhaust. We're going to show you that. That's turned out really cool. So yeah, we're going to get oil lines, coolant lines, and all that stuff set up. So yeah, check it out, guys.
And thanks to all of our subscribers. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to us yet and you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button below, turn on notifications so you don't miss our new videos that come out. All right, so we have our PVC template that we made, and we just got our actual metal one back from the tubing bender. We have a connection there, so that's why we went ahead and had them make it. So it turned out really cool. It's all mandrel bend. We didn't bother polishing it because we're gonna end up wrapping it with some muffler wrap or some heat wrap. So you won't really see it anyway, but it is stainless. So it turned out exactly what we wanted. So let's see if we can fish it through here.
Snug fit.
Yeah, it's definitely snug. There we go. All these slip fittings are really nice. Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
Looks good. And
we also have our muffler.
Have our muffler, one we ordered online. It's nice and compact. That'll slide right up in here.
Show you underneath. It might be easier that way.
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, we couldn't ask for a better fit. That's like perfect. And then we'll add a little clamp on here to hold the muffler from moving. And we may have to add a couple other little, mounts for it to keep it all solid, but it just looks really good. All right, so we just made this nice little bracket here, just a little piece of flat stock with a hole in it, and that's what the muffler clamp will go around and hook to. So Sean's just gonna get it welded on there for us. All right, so we got the muffler clamp put on that holds the muffler. It's super solid. So just nice and simple. I mean, the exhaust is just so cool. It looks amazing. Show you a little view there.
Okay guys, so we had a few comments about the radiators. And we're gonna take them off and try to make a few modifications to them to see if we can make them work behind the grill. So that'll be our next step here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these taken off and then we'll see what we can do for them. Oh. Alright guys, I went ahead and modified the radiators. I tried so hard I broke the sledgehammer. So we tried to make them fit. These aren't going to fit. The only way we could make one fit is like one single one, and it's just not enough cooling for what we need. So if you want to show them, Kurt, there clearly isn't enough room there with the oil tank, and we thought about moving the oil tank to somewhere else, but the problem is then it won't allow the oil system to function properly, and it could run the engine out of oil. We don't want that. So obviously those were leaking and they weren't the best shape, but we found these online and these are really nice. They're fully welded, the tanks and everything. It looks really sharp. So we're gonna make these work, and a lot of the outlets and inlets are faced in better directions for us. So yeah, I know a lot of guys were saying that we should put them somewhere else. We just don't have the room. And then once we get our foot, like our footboards on here, they're gonna stick out a little bit too, so it'll make it look a little bit more the way it should. So yeah, we're gonna get these put on and then start plumbing them up.
All right, so we have the new radiators put on. These look a lot better. They're nice and solid, so those are all put on. Looks good. And now it's time to get the hoses put on. So we're just gonna kind of route them here, and we're gonna have to get creative because we have to avoid, you know, hot surfaces and like hitting different things. But yeah, we'll just kind of route these and kind of see how it turns out. All right, so in laying out the hoses, this one here that sends the cooling through the head points up in the air, and with it coming through the hood, we'd have to make the hose come up and all weird. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cut off this tab so we can rotate this down so this line will meet it straight on, and that'll just be way better flow. So we're gonna get this cut off and just tack weld it in this direction. We got the lines all put on, and they're all roughly where they're gonna go. We reclocked this, we welded that, so that's like pointed in the perfect direction now instead of up. And we do have to go through and put little brackets on, maybe one from here to hold the hoses. There's a few spots where we want to tie it down with little rubber and metal brackets, like to keep everything where we want it. But for now, we're gonna just leave it just lay in case we have to make any modifications. But overall, this is roughly the layout, and the hood still goes on nicely and clears all this. Very happy with how it's laid out. Now there is a lot of lines to make these work, but I think we did our best to route them the best way.
All right, guys, before we keep working on Not So Simplicity to get some more of this plumbing done, I want to take a second and show you, we had some stickers made. They turned out really cool and they're really good quality. So if you're liking what we're doing and you want to help support us doing this, we're going to put a link down below in the description where you can purchase these. And if you're liking this project and you think it's pretty cool, yeah, help us out and grab a sticker. That way we can continue to make stuff like this. We're looking forward to building more, and this would really help us out. So yeah, head over to the link and check them out. Okay, so we're starting to work out the lines for the oil tank. This is the feed line, and we verified all this stuff with the tank on the bike because the oil tank on the bike is built right into the frame. And this tank is out of a YZF450 four-wheeler. So the first plan is we're going to take this line that was on there, we cut it, and then we're going to actually tie this in with the existing oil intake line on this side, which just bolts up back to the block back there. We had to move it to cut it. And then this piece is the top hose, which is the return line going back into the tank. And this one's actually going to be very simple. We're going to cut it, and then we're going to put a flare on it, and we're going to slip it right back onto this hose that's already here. So that'll be really nice, simple into there, back into the tank, and our oil lines will be good to go.
All right, so we have the oil lines all run. The return line worked out really nice. We just had to trim it, heat it a little bit, and bend it differently, but that turned out real nice. And then over here is the line that it pulls from the tank, and that goes around over to the oil pump. Very happy with how it turned out. It turned out simple, which is always good.
Yeah, there we go, and it runs right back into here.
Yeah, I love it.
So it turned out simple and nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then we'll put the front grill back on.
Get the grill kind of put back on.
Yeah, like show you guys again. It's snug. There really is not much room in there for us to work with.
Yeah, it's definitely tight. All right, so we have our 3/8 stainless fuel line. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna get this run. We're gonna keep it pretty simple here. We're gonna come out of here, out of the bottom of the tank. We're gonna have a flare fitting. We're gonna run it down here, kind of see where it works out. And then along the frame rail, continues through here. We'll keep it on this side because it's the furthest away from the muffler. And then we're just gonna poke a little hole here, come up to about in here, and then we'll use rubber from here to here. And we're gonna put a heat shield here, so it'll keep the heat from heating up the fuel line.
Yeah, we'll wrap that with the header wrap, and we'll put like a heat shield so there's an air gap, so we're good there. We'll probably take the seat off because it'll make it easier to get to all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's do it. Okay guys, so we've got the fuel line all ran. We started out here with a barbed fitting coming out of the fuel tank to a short little piece of 3/8 rubber hose, gas line, down, then we bent everything up, comes all the way down along the frame, comes up, and then it comes down here, shoots through a hole in the frame right here, comes up, bent it, and then we have a short, another 3/8 piece of fuel hose coming into the carburetor. And then what we're gonna do down here on the frame, we're gonna get like some of those brackets, the rubber piece inside, and then that way we'll tie everything nice up to the frame so it stays away from the chain. And yeah, this turned out really nice. This stuff bent really nice and it's just awesome. I like it. So yeah, we're getting closer to being able to start it. Pretty excited.
All right, guys, so we're wrapping it up for the day. It's been very productive. We got our coolant lines put on, our fuel line put in, and we also got our exhaust put in. Very excited with how it's turning out.
Also, guys, don't forget to check out our sticker. We're gonna put the link in the description if you wanna grab a couple of those and help us support our builds. Also, if you're watching our videos and checking out the playlist, and obviously you're gonna see this video, hit subscribe and hit that notification so that way you know when we post a new video. Yeah, we're getting closer, guys. I'm super excited, and yeah, I can't wait to start this thing. Thanks for watching Cracked Housing Fab.